Chris Cutcliffe. This is my 7th year as the head coach here at Oxford. I was here for 5 years as an assistant before that, so 2011 was my first year back here at Oxford. I went to Oxford High School, graduated in 2005, and played football and baseball here, played for Coach Johnny Hill, and was fortunate enough to come work for Coach Hill for 5 years as well. And when Coach retired after the 2015 season, I was able to take over as the head coach. I played baseball 4 years. Yeah, I was not a great baseball player, but I was on the baseball team here. I played second base. Oxford has an amazing tradition in baseball, no doubt, and I do think we had one of the best teams that we've had at Oxford in 2005. Won our first baseball state championship that year, and I think had an exceptional team. Cade Hoggard, our head baseball coach. Cade and I are the same age. And Cade was an outstanding baseball player. I was just along for the ride, but it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I played quarterback here at Oxford as a 10th grader. Backed up Turner Barnes. He was a senior quarterback, had a great career here at Oxford. Made a great run to the state championship game. Ran into Wayne County and Jarrell Poe, and were a little bit outmatched in that game, and came up a little bit short. But had a great experience, great career.
Go! That's the best throw I've seen you make, Poss. Heads up, heads up, heads up.
So yeah, on Tuesdays at practice, we do a catch circuit, with all of our skill players on offense. We have quarterbacks throwing in different spots, so I jump in and throw a little bit there. And like to compete a little bit with our guys and try to at least get in their head a little bit, make them let them know that I can still throw it around a little bit. Yeah, me and Coach Poss Played quarterback at Amory. JD Poss had a great career at Amory High School, and had some knee injuries, had a couple of setbacks there, but yeah, so he and I kind of go head to head there throwing on Tuesdays. It's a lot of fun.
Football is a game of one-on-ones. And if we can get 11 versus 11, winning our one-on-ones, you got something special. But it starts with one. You winning your one-on-one. You can't control the other 10 players, but you can control you and win your one-on-one. Whatever that is. Whether it's blocking, whether it's catching, whether it's doing what you do with or without the ball, you got to win your one-on-one. That's all you can control, and that's all you can do. Break us down right here.
Well, we have an amazing coaching staff. We're fortunate to have a large coaching staff, and I do think it helps us practice efficiently. We can get a lot accomplished in a short amount of time. But I do think, yeah, we're able to practice very efficiently because of our coaching staff, and I've had a lot of continuity in our coaching staff. I think that helps. Everybody kind of knows exactly what their role is and what the expectations are, and we've done a great job working together to build a plan, for what each practice is going to look like. And, it's great as a head coach to be able to trust everybody to put a plan into motion and make it happen.
Close to the ball on that side, right? Okay, and then your job is to run through the wedge, right? Through the wedge.
So Hunter Taylor and I, Dr. Taylor is a professor at the University of Mississippi, and he and I are great friends, and we've been working together now for several years. And, we've kind of collaborated on things we do here at Oxford, and shared ideas and bounced ideas off of each other with our leadership council we have, and doing what we call our Charger for Life program. And so, Hunter and I had the opportunity to do a TED Talk at Ole Miss. So we started compiling a lot of the work that we'd done, and kind of realized that we could take a lot of the research that we had done and some of the work we were doing and put it into a book form. And we thought that could be something that could benefit teams or groups. And so our book's called How to Build a Thick Institution. And so it's kind of designed to be read as a team or with a leadership group within a team, and to really facilitate some discussions in those settings, and to kind of help a team navigate through that process of trying to grow together and and build something special.
Hey, stay back. We're in pistol, so out of the way, guys, back here. Snap your head around out of the fake.
Yeah, I think in the division that we play in, you are definitely going to face challenges throughout the year. I don't think there's any doubt that we play in the toughest region in the state of Mississippi. So, we spend a lot of time focusing on, if we are improving, regardless sometimes of what the scoreboard says at the end of a game. If we're making steps forward each week and then we're playing our best football in November and December, then we've got a great chance to meet all the goals that we want to meet. If we take steps backwards, even if we, again, regardless of the scoreboard, if we take a step backwards, even if we win a game, then we're not heading in the right direction. So I think, not just being focused on results, but being focused on, constant improvement.
You go, one more. Hey, you just got to hand it.
Regardless of how you perform, you can play the best game of your career, and you better come back to the practice field the next week ready to improve. You can play the worst game of your career, and you better come back to the practice field ready to improve. And I think when you have that mindset as a coach, as a player, and then collectively as a team, I think you've got a great chance to reach your goals.
Right here. Y'all good with that right now? All right, let's go. We're in empty. Okay, we're going to run hitches, right? Let's run a hitch. Hey, scoot off the hash just here. Good, here we go. Y'all go.
We have a great group of kids. I think it makes our job fun as coaches to come to work every day. We have guys that want to practice. I think that get excited about getting on the field. I think our coaches do a great job. In football, we have such a large team. We have nearly 100 players, 10th through 12th grade. So, you break that down really like a tight-knit team is a lot of times going to be formed like position group by position group. And you've got to have, those kind of small structures within the team. And so I think our coaches do an awesome job of building those relationships in their position group, and that kind of carries over to offense, defense, special teams, and then to a team-wide, kind of situation. And so, I think, I don't think I can brag on our coaches enough. I think they do an awesome job of investing in their position groups, and it really sets the table for that. So Bruce Taylor is our offensive line coach. Having Bruce Taylor here on staff has been awesome. He coached for, I think, 44 years in Texas. So Coach Taylor spent most of his career coaching defense, actually. Has a lot of time in as a defensive coordinator, but we brought him on as our offensive line coach. And, he is passionate about what he does, is very invested, and goes the extra mile, I think, to make sure his players have every opportunity to succeed, whether that's coming in early for extra meetings, staying late for extra work, anytime a player wants to, whatever it takes, I think, to try to get his guys prepared. And I think, there's no doubt they know that Coach Taylor has their back. He's going to coach them hard, and he's gonna get on them, and that's part of it too. But I think they all know that he's got their back, when they need something, and I know that they know that, and he does an awesome job. He definitely is the loudest voice out on the field, I think. So at Oxford, we have 5 core values. So family is one of our core values. So we have energy, competition, family, toughness, and habits. And so we talk to our players a lot about what those things mean. And with family in particular, I think that's a word that gets used a lot in the sports world, that, a team needs to be a family and that sort of thing. I think it's easy to say that, and it's a lot harder to live it out. In a world of high school football, for example, in a world of, hey, my goal is to play college football one day. Right. Well, how do I balance that individual goal with team goals and with team success? So I think our players have done a tremendous job of that. And understanding that family is a real thing. If we're going to say that we want to be a family, then that's a real thing.
That's probably a throw, right? Say, hey, look, because he's running from here, right? So it's probably a man-to-man down the H most of the time for them. Right, so he's either going to scrape, shoulder pads square, and play you, or he's going to turn and run and chase the flat. Good.
Last season, we first season in a new region, toughest region, I think, in the state, and we kind of went into our last regular season game in a situation where we could be, anywhere from a 1 seed to a 4 seed in the playoffs. We ended up as the 4 seed in the playoffs last year. Got beat by Madison Central in the second round. They had an outstanding team, went on to win the state championship. And we talk about, as a senior class, you should leave the program better than you found it. And hopefully each one, if each group does that, then again, we're really heading into a special direction as a program. And I think they did a great job of that last year, no doubt about it.
It's a new day at MaxxSouth. We are excited to share some great news. In our continued effort to support Mississippi businesses, MaxxSouth is now offering local advertising support. Through high-quality programming, we combine traditional television and premium digital advertising. allowing your multimedia campaign to reach your targeted audience at any time on any device. Call MaxxSouth Media Sales today at 662-701-8628.
Great day. It's not just a good day. Now it's a great day.
What are we known for, as Oxford? And, and some of that, we have those conversations each year with our team actually, and kind of take input from them. A lot of times we start with what we don't want to be known for, and then we kind of build it into what do we want to be known for. But, I mentioned it earlier, and it sounds kind of cliche or whatever, but I hope that it's the truth, and I believe it is the truth. We talk about, energy, competition, family, toughness, and habits as our core values, and those are our core values, and that's what we should be known for. And we place a huge emphasis on habits, and we talk about habits year round. And if we, more often than not, you have to have good players, you have to have talent, that's for sure. But more often than not, the team that has the best habits is going to be the one that wins the championship. And so, that's something that we focus on all the time in all of our off-season training. Everything that we do on the practice field is trying to build habits that are going to be on display on Friday nights. And so I hope that that's, ultimately maybe what we're known for the most is being a team of unbelievable habits. So, our traditional rival is Lafayette, obviously the Crosstown Classic, right here in our community. As we've moved into 6A and heading into 7A, I think we've developed a lot of rivalries within our region, games that kind of have a lot of playoff seeding impact, implications when we play. So, the Tupelo game has become a rivalry game. Starkville, the Little Egg Bowl, has become a rivalry game. Oxford-Madison Central has become a rivalry game. So a lot of the rivalries are kind of dictated by, what region you're in and where things are going to head in terms of playoff seeding. So, like I said, our traditional rival in the Crosstown Classic, but I think as we've moved into larger classifications, we've developed some new rivalries that every year those games have a lot to do with, with how things are going to look in the 6A playoffs.